Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Raggedy Pack. Another episode of The Bad Batch coming at you hot. We're recording this right as I get off work at 8 a.m. Central Time. I'm on 24 hours of no sleep, so we're wired on some caffeine. Corey, have you slept?
Yeah, I slept for I got a nice little 7 hours of sleep.
So you're big chillin'. Okay.
Yeah.
Roles are reversed. Corey's usually dummy tired, and I'm usually well rested, but not the case today. Anywho, last week's episode of Bad Batch, we had the Crosshair episode. That's right.
Yep.
Honestly, fantastic episode. 10 out of 10. For me, that's right up there with, that Count Dooku episode from Tales of the Jedi. There's a couple of episodes from season 7 of the Clone Wars, phenomenal. Hit more for me than it would probably hit for you, but I'm sure you still enjoyed it greatly.
It was a really fun episode. Like the action scenes, very.
You like the sound effect of the Crosshair shot up the barrel of the tank.
Yeah, that was the fun sound, and then also when he ricocheted his bullet off of 4 different surfaces.
Yeah, that was awesome. I was just reading how much caffeine's in this bang. I'm killing myself. But anyway. Yeah, and so at the end of the episode, Crosshair got another mission assignment and then found out that Cody had gone AWOL.
Yeah.
Which there was never a confirmed canon way that Cody went after Order 66. So I think this is probably one of the more interesting plot lines that has come out of Disney Star Wars for me. Because where's he going?
Right.
What's he doing?
I know last week we were saying we hope we get to see him again in this series.
And I wanted to touch a little bit on that before we jumped into this episode. I'm not expecting to see him again because we got Rex for 2 episodes. I think they're making it very clear that this show is going to be very centric on the Bad Batch. And they're going to bring in these Clone Wars characters for 1 to 2 episodes. Cad Bane, Fennec. I don't think she's necessarily Clone Wars, but you get the gist. Rex, now Cody. I think where they're going to get cameos that pleases, Clone Wars audiences, but I think it's really just Bad Batch centric. And Cody, I think, served his role of making Crosshair doubt in a way. Like, he's still evil. Like you mentioned last week, he's brainwashed. I'm not fully sold on that theory. I think he may just be flat out evil, but you did remind me that he'd gone through that intense brain tasing.
Yeah, well,
so
it seemed like before Order 66, I mean, he might have been a little cold and callous at times, but he was one of the boys. He wasn't doing anything evil.
Right.
But I guess he didn't have the orders to at the time. So it's hard to say, really. Is he just a stickler for rules and order? Or is he following, well, at first the chip was there, but now it's just like his brain being fried, which I think is the case. That makes sense to me, because otherwise I feel like after he got left behind on Kamino and he had the opportunity to go back with the Bad Batch, he would have taken that if he wasn't, if he was completely whole in his mind.
Well, one thing I do think of is how faithfully he executed Order 66. Like, Hunter had to do everything in his power aside from fighting him straight up to protect Kanan in the first episode. So I'm sure he does have a little bit of evil in him, but I do think you're on to something when you bring up the brainwashing, because, and that's what I'm saying Cody served his role as, is planting that seed of doubt.
Yeah.
In Crosshair's mind, The Bad Batch going rogue, that's one thing. They're rogue clones. Cody is the staple of the Galactic Republic. Well, I guess now the Empire. Like, he's the perfect soldier. You know, Commander Cody's renowned throughout the ranks of the clones. So for him to go AWOL, I think that might be a bigger message for Crosshair than it is foreshadowing more Cody appearances. Now, that doesn't mean I'm not hopeful that we see him again.
Mhm.
That's just me thinking, trying not to get my hopes up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
So, yeah, other than that, I mean, last episode was phenomenal. I loved the fact that we saw the clones as the heroes again, despite it being post Order 66. I thought that was a incredible bait and switch. Incredible bait and switch. And yeah, I don't really have anything else to say other than how great of an episode that was and how great of a start we are off to with this show.
Yeah, I agree. I got one more thing. I don't know if you mentioned it, but just like last week, it's just me and you, no Kojo.
I did not.
Yeah, so he fell asleep last night in a Discord call with me and Iggly, and I tucked him away in the AFK channel.
Oh.
And I'm not sure if he's still asleep right now, but he is still in there. So
We always tuck and kiss our homies goodnight
always.
here in the Raggedy Pack.
Mhm.
But yeah, hopefully we'll have him back next week. It's just a matter of schedules at this point, and his work schedule is very, very intense. And so, yeah, he can't make it work every week. And unfortunately, it's been back-to-back weeks now, but hopefully.
Yeah, he's like 400 miles away from his house.
So hopefully next week is different, but we shall see. So I'm ready to get into this episode if you are.
I am.
All right. Well, before we do, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss next week's upload. Consider joining our free Discord. The link for that is in the description below. There you can find out when Kojo will be home, what reactions he'll be on, what music he likes. You can talk to Kojo about anything in that free Discord. If you want the full-length reaction to this and all of our other shows, head over to our Patreon account. The link, those to our spooning, tucked way down in the description below. And then links to our social medias are there as well. And with that being said, let's watch episode 4.
Let's go.
Back on Ord Mantell, I believe.
Works for me.
Too bad he doesn't have his tank cannon.
Yeah.
Where are we now?
Didn't tell you.
It's like this.
Zaphatoma can be a little rough around
Never heard of it.
edges.
New planet.
But you
What was the name of the character that Wanda Sykes is playing? Do you remember? Fee?
I don't, but that sounds right.
Haven't seen her again. It's odd.
Yep.
Didn't look like
It's called
pod racing, riot racing. Okay. Oh, okay, word.
That's interesting.
Okay. It's a little side mission episode. All right. Oh, it's a droid. Oh
Oh,
boy.
that's not safe.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, be mindful. Oh, of course. All right.
I guess anything goes. Oh, Teo's dead.
We need Tech to be the new racer. What do you think?
Yeah.
He'll go down the left tunnel.
Yeah.
It's actually a shortcut.
I'm inclined to agree with him, Omega. Yeah, I'm inclined.
That is hilarious. Haha. I am more than capable. I am ready to.
Where are my arms and legs? That should be all of it.
Hey, yeah? Did you forget you were working on me? Because it seems like you're just having a conversation about nonsense.
I
over
love
there.
this
How
droid.
about a little
Yeah,
less
he's got a great
chatter,
personality.
A little more spanner. G and skill, of which you have
I just realized his face
0.
I believe your
turned like a
strategy is
pendulum.
flawed.
Yeah.
It would be wise to divert power to the reflector shields from your primary weapon system.
Their offense is the best.
Well,
Well, he's not getting put back together in time.
yep. Tech got to step up. He's been studying the track.
I regret nothing.
I will say I usually hate droids like this in these kind of episodes, but I love Teo.
No racing
Yep.
means Sid losing.
They're like, this guy's crazy. Oh. All right. Rip. No way he makes that.
Yeah, he's too top heavy. R.I.P.
Yep.
That loyalty is admirable. But with Sid, it doesn't always go both ways.
Ooh, foreshadowing.
Watch your backs.
Interesting.
Very, very interesting. All right. Well, let's recap the episode a little bit. Just a little side mission with Sid going to the races, betting on them. Sid got in trouble with big dude. Do you know how to pronounce his name? I didn't have subtitles on.
Malegi.
Malegi. Okay, that's pretty easy. Sid's racer was Teo, the droid with the like sarcastic, hilarious personality. And then there was Malegi's racer, forgot his name as well, but he was probably
something alien.
only one that like stood to lose something, him and Tech, because I felt like the rest of the racers were all droids.
Yeah.
And they can be put back together. I guess unless they fall down that hole in the left tunnel, and like, how do you even recover that? But
Yeah.
Teo ended up getting taken out for the second time, and Tech stepped up like we predicted he would. It was just a fun little episode. Cool to see the race. Nice little bump and track.
This was a classic Clone Wars filler episode.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy about it. Maybe planting some seed of
Sid.
deceit
Yeah.
with Sid. But other than that, fun. Nothing I'm gonna write home about, but fun.
Yep.
Yeah. I didn't dislike it.
Nope.
But it's just is what it is.
Yeah, it
Can't
wasn't
all be bangers.
It wasn't crazy like last episode. It was just
Right.
fun time.
No Hunter and Echo too. That was odd, but
Man,
again,
glad Tech got an episode where he could
yeah,
step up and save the
I
day.
agree. I feel like he's the most neglected member.
Yeah.
I mean, it's between him and Echo has this immense backstory and plenty of time in the Clone Wars, so it's pretty much just Tech that deserves better and more. And he got it. So
That was smart when he dropped the weapons off of his vehicle to get faster.
Yeah. Total Tech move. I don't really feel like there's much else to hash out, bro. That was short, sweet, to the point.
It was just a racing episode. Like, I don't even know where we go from here. So
Filler. Next week we'll be back at it probably.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and like dog on it. It was what it was. It's just a filler classic Clone Wars episode, so I got nothing to complain about.
yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, you got anything else you wanted to say, or you good to
Nope.
go?
Look forward to getting back on the hype train next week.
Same. Hopefully we have Kojo with us.
For sure. Well, this was brief, but if you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss next week's upload. Again, check out those links in the description below, including the free Discord and the link to our full-length reactions over on our Patreon account. Also, links to social medias. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week.
See you then.